Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, chapter 18, verse 10. In the last verse, Bhagavan Krishna said, in Satvik Tyaga, work is not given up. One must do his duty. Duty is not given up. What is given up is attachment and anxiety for the fruits of actions. That is Satvik Tyaga. We have already seen the difference between Satvik Tyaga and the other two Tyagas, Rajasic and Tamasic. Tamasic, he wants to become a sannyasi. Because of misconception, he runs away from his duties. Rajasic Tyaga also, because of the fear, because of the pain that may come, he gives up his duties. In Satvik Tyaga, duty is not given up. Attachment and anxiety for the results of actions, it is given up. That is Satvik Tyaga. Verse 10. Nadvetya kushalam karma kushale nanushajyate tyagi sattva samavittagam medhavi chinna samshayagam. Who is a Medhavi? In Tamil also, the same word Medhavi is there. If a person is too intelligent in a subject, he is called Medhavi in Tamil. Same Sanskrit word. Tamil and Sanskrit has got a tremendous connection. Most of the words in Sanskrit are used as it is in Tamil. I do not know about the other languages. It may be true for other languages also. If somebody is not too intelligent but speaks as if he is intelligent, we call him in Tamil, ரொம்ப பெரிய மேதாவி மாதிரி பேசுறான், வளர்றான். That is, he is talking as if he is a Medhavi but speaking complete nonsense. So who is a Medhavi? Swami Dayananda Saraswati quotes Adi Shankara here. Medhavi is a person who first lives the life of a karma yogi. He does nitya and naimittika karmas with the attitude of surrender to Ishvara and without intention of gaining any result for nitya and naimittika karmas. He performs. It is because it is enjoined by Vedas. Vedas say so. If you ask him why you are performing, Vedas say so. Ishvara's order. I am doing it. He is then endowed with the quality of sattva, and hence he is sattva samavishta. His antakarna becomes pure. By performing karma yoga, antakarna becomes pure. Hence he has a clear discriminative knowledge of Atma and Anatma. What is Atma? What is Anatma? Once he has discrimination of Atma and Anatma, he becomes a Medhavi. This is called a discriminative intellect. He is a Medhavi. Once knowledge dawns, any subject, all doubts will vanish. Since doubts vanish, he is a Chinna Samshayaka. That is, he has no doubts. Swami Dayananda Saraswati enumerates some of the doubts that may come to a normal person, a karma yogi or somebody. Whether Atma is Nitya or Anitya, whether it is Brahman or not, whether it is Ananda or Dukkha, whether Karta and Bhokta or Akarta and Abhokta, that is doer and enjoyer or non-doer, non-enjoyer, whether Ishvara is different from me or not, the self. These are the doubts that may come. All these doubts will not be there for a Medhavi. That is why he is called a Medhavi. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, a doubt is born out of ignorance. Once he is a Medhavi, all doubts are gone because knowledge and doubt cannot coexist. Like light and darkness. The moment light comes, darkness will disappear. The moment knowledge comes, ignorance will disappear. Swami Dayananda Saraswati explains about Hridaya Granthi in this place. What is Hridaya Granthi? It is a technical term which means knot of the heart. Hridaya means heart. Granthi means knot. Hridaya Granthi, not K-N-O-T. What is the knot of the heart? It is ignorance, desire, action and its result. Three knots. Ignorance, desire, action and its result. These three are the knots of the heart. First, it is ignorance. Then because of ignorance, a person gets desire. So that is desire is the second knot. Because of the desire, we act in the outside world and suffer the result. Because we suffer the result, we are caught in the cycle of samsara, that is birth and death. How the Medhavi gets over it? The Hridaya Granthi. He neutralizes all the vasanas by doing karma yoga. That is how he gets over his ignorance. He gets over his vasanas. Then he inquires into the Atma and then eliminates the ignorance. When does this happen? When he has the knowledge of Brahman, which is both the cause and effect of this entire creation. Brahman is the cause, Brahman is the effect. This we have seen several times. Same sunlight is appearing as Vibjya, colorful Vibjya. So same Brahman is the cause and same Brahman is the effect of this creation, entire creation. Swami Dayananda Saraswati quotes Adi Shankara here, who says that the means for moksha is nothing but gaining a clear knowledge of Atma. What is Atma? One must know. That is the means for the moksha. A Medhavi neither hates akushala karma, that is inauspicious karma, nor clings to auspicious karma. Kushale na anusajjade. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, a Medhavi does not despise kamya karmas. Kamya karmas are considered as inauspicious. Why? Swamiji explains that kamya karmas are performed with a result in view. You want something. It could be anything. They are performed for the sake of punya. In order to enjoy the punya, you have to be born again. Because you have something balance in your account. The balance has to become nil. Pava punya in your account has to become nil. If there is credit of punya or papa, you have to come to this world to exhaust that. So, kamya karmas are performed for the sake of punya. In order to enjoy the punya, you have to be born. This perpetuates samsara. That is why kamya karmas are called akushalam karmas. It is not kushalam karmas, akushalam karmas. Or asubha karmas. In English, inauspicious karmas. A Medhavi does not despise these karmas, whether it is Vaidika or Laukika. He will go on doing that. He is not bothered. He is not bothered about the result. He is not worried whether it is inauspicious karma or not. He just goes about doing it. Similarly, a Medhavi does not cling to auspicious karmas. That is Nitya karma. Nitya karma was useful initially for him to gain antakarna suddhi and then moksha. Why you are doing Nitya karma? You have to reduce the vasanas. One. Secondly, Nitya karmas are done for Antakarana Suddhi, nothing else. I do my Nitya karma for Antakarana Suddhi, which will lead me to moksha. But it is not the concern at that time. By doing Nitya karma, he gained Sattva Buddhi, which leads him for knowledge of Atma. But he does not cling to it. Swamiji gives an example of bandage worn around a wound. The bandage was useful in protecting the wound from infections. But once the wound is cured, there is no more usage for the bandage. One will discard it. Similarly, a Medhavi was doing Nitya Karma because to get purification of mind, Antakarana Suddhi. Once he got purification of mind, then after that, he may or may not do the Nitya Karma. But he has no attachment or liking towards it. No, because I did Nitya Karma, I got purification of mind. So I want to continue to do it. Nothing. He may do it. But he has no attachment to it. He is not loving that Nitya Karma. Because it gave him Antakarana Suddhi. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, in this verse, the second line of the verse must be read first. There is an order which needs to be followed here. This is very important. First, one has to do his duty and renounce the fruits of actions. That is Karma Yoga. You must do your Karma Yoga and then renounce the fruits of actions. That is Karma Balatyaga. Leave the results to Bhagwan. Surrender at his feet. By this, he gains Antakarana Suddhi. Only if you do Karma Yoga and renounce the results of actions, then only you will gain Antakarana Suddhi. Then he becomes a Sattva Samavishta. He gains Atma Jnana and becomes Medhavi. Step by step process. He becomes a Medhavi. Once he gains Atma Jnana and becomes a Medhavi, he is free from all doubts. Chinna samshayaka. As a Medhavi, he neither despises Kamya karmas nor clings to Nitya karmas. So even though the second line comes first and the first line comes second in the verse, I am saying, the verse has to be reversed. Little bit reverse and read. So that there is an order in it. That is what Swami Dayananda Saraswati says. Swami Dayananda Saraswati quotes Adi Shankara here. A person, by living a life of Karma Yoga, purifies his mind. Then he becomes awake to the self and thus becomes free. He gives up all karmas with the knowledge that I, the self, do not perform any action. Self is free from all actions. It is neither subject to birth or death or to all the modifications in between. Whatever happens between birth and death, self is not subject to anything. Only the body suffers. He gains jnana nishta, that Atma is actionless. His Swarupa is actionlessness. Actionless Atma never acts. Hence, there is no punya or papa for that Atma. So the question may come, what about the punya or papa gained earlier? That is, after gaining knowledge of Atma, that he is Atma and Atma is actionless, he may not gain any punya or papa for the karmas or the actions that he is doing after realization. That Atma is actionless. But what about the previous karmas and the papa punyas attached to them before realization? So one who has understood that Atma is actionless, The question of gathering punya or papa before or after realization does not arise. There is no punya or papa for the old karmas, present karmas, or future karmas. Why? Because Atma is actionless. It remained actionless in the past, in the present, and in the future also. It will remain as actionless. Hence, there is no bondage of samsara for him, and this is moksha. Even though this is slightly an average student like me has to read it again and again so that I can understand it better. It has got so much of information, so much of knowledge about the initial stages, the person who wants to attain moksha, the final goal. So I have given whatever I understood from Swami Dayananda Saraswati's explanations. Swami Chinmaya's explanation for this verse we will see tomorrow. Again, verse 10. Nadveshtya kushalam karma kushalenanusajjate tyagi sattva samavittagam Medhavi chinna samshayagam. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says the second line should be first. Tyagi sattva samavittagam Medhavi chinna samshayagam. Then the first verse will become second. Nadvetya kushalam karma kushalenanusajjate. So the order. First you have to be a karma yogi. Then by practicing karma yogi, you become, you get purification of mind. Then you get atmajnana. You become a medhavi. Once you become a medhavi, chinna samshayaka, you don't get any doubts. You don't have any doubts. Then if you don't have any doubts about atma, then you perform all the karmas, whether it is kamya karma or nitya karma, because you don't have any despise or liking for any karma. That is what Swami Dayananda Saraswati says. That is what I understand. Hari Om. As I said, Swami Chinmayananda's explanation we'll see tomorrow. Hari Om. Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana, 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 Narayana. Narayana, 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 Narayana.